This is not just Malibu. This is where money stops talking and starts controlling silence. High above the Pacific Ocean, on a cliff so private it doesn't even appear on most maps, stands one of the most expensive homes in America. A mansion built where land should never have been touched. Yet it was. And that alone makes it priceless. This house is located in Malibu, California, a place where celebrities don't come to show off. They come to disappear. To the left of this estate lives a Hollywood legend whose movies shaped generations. To the right, a tech billionaire whose company you use every single day. And directly behind it, private hills owned by names the public never hears, but Wall Street always listens to. Malibu is different from Beverly Hills. In Beverly Hills, wealth wants attention. In Malibu, wealth wants distance. Distance from noise, distance from people, distance from risk. This mansion sits on land valued not by square footage, but by control over coastline. Because in California, you can buy a house, but you cannot easily buy the ocean view. This property owns something almost no one else does. A direct, unobstructed ocean horizon, protected by private zoning agreements, environmental restrictions, and legal structures designed decades ago. That alone makes this house untouchable. From the road, you see nothing. No gates, no signs, just natural rock and silence. But from the air, this mansion reveals its true scale. Multiple structures connected seamlessly into the cliff itself, designed to look like nature, while costing more than entire neighborhoods. The architecture follows one rule only: never be noticed. The owners didn't want a mansion. They wanted invisibility. That's why celebrities trust this area. Names like Leonardo DiCaprio, Matthew McConaughey, Serena Williams, and tech founders worth tens of billions all own properties within minutes of this location. Not because of luxury, but because Malibu offers something no city can: control without exposure. This mansion was built to survive more than trends, wildfires, earthquakes, market crashes, even political change. Its foundation goes deep into the cliff bedrock, stronger than many public buildings. And this is just the surface, because the real story is what lies inside. And beneath, we go where cameras are never allowed. Inside a house where privacy is more expensive than gold. The front entrance doesn't feel like a home. It feels like permission. No doorbell, no keypad, no visible security. Because the security here doesn't want to be seen. Once inside, the ocean disappears. Not visually, but emotionally. The soundproofing is so precise, you forget waves exist. The interior design is intentionally calm. No loud luxury, no gold, no marble overload. Just natural textures, perfect light, and space that breathes. This mansion was designed for people who live under constant pressure. Studio executives, global investors, founders who control billions. They don't want excitement at home. They want peace engineered. Every room faces the ocean, but not in the obvious way. Glass walls are angled to avoid reflections from boats, drones, or helicopters. Yes, even helicopters. The main living area alone is larger than most luxury homes. Yet it feels personal, because the ceiling height, the lighting temperature, and even the air pressure were scientifically optimized. Below the main level, the house changes personality. Private wellness floors, medical-grade recovery rooms, a spa that rivals five-star resorts, and hidden corridors designed for staff to move without ever crossing living spaces. The kitchen looks simple, but it operates like a professional facility. Celebrity chefs rotate quietly. Ingredients arrive through private coastal routes. Nothing is delivered publicly. Nothing is documented. Bedrooms are built like luxury shelters. Each one has its own reinforced core, not because the owners fear something, but because they plan for everything. Now here's the detail most Americans don't expect. This house does not rely on Malibu utilities. It generates its own power, stores its own water, filters its own air. If the grid fails, this house doesn't notice. And that's why stars choose Malibu, not for glamour, but for independence. Even neighbors don't know who lives here full-time. Some say it's a media titan. Others say it's a tech family whose name never appears in headlines. What's confirmed is this: this house is used as a legacy asset, not a residence, not an investment, a long-term shield. We reveal why Malibu properties like this are never sold publicly, why prices keep rising quietly, and why owning land here is about far more than money. Here's the truth Americans are slowly realizing. The richest homes in the country are no longer in cities, they're on controlled coastlines. Malibu is one of the last places where extreme wealth can still hide. This mansion isn't valuable because of size, or design, or even location alone. It's valuable because it offers permission to exist privately. In a public world, Hollywood stars live nearby because paparazzi laws here are strict. Tech founders buy here because airspace restrictions protect them. Investors choose Malibu because land supply is permanently limited. No new cliffs are being created. No new oceanfront is coming, and that's why prices keep rising. Quietly, off-market, this house is estimated at over $200 million, but insiders know that number means nothing, because it will never be listed. It will be passed from one generation to the next, along with influence, access, and control. That's why famous neighbors matter, not for fame, but for protection. When powerful people cluster together, they create invisible safety. This Malibu mansion isn't competing with other houses. It's competing with time, and it's winning. If you ever drive the Pacific Coast Highway, you might pass it and never know. No signs, no lights, no attention, just another quiet cliff. But behind it is one of the most powerful homes in America. And now, you know why Malibu will always belong to the people who never need to explain their wealth.